You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
From my saucer, they drink this drink, cause my cup has overflowed. Yes, I keep drinking from my saucer, Lord. Keep drinking from my saucer, Lord, cause my cup has overflowed. My cup has overflowed.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother. Cover my sister. Them who under pressure. Cover the preacher. Every church worker. The young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me. Cover me.
Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. Watch out for the character. I'm going to tell you, there are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They are in for the long haul. If you get in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after years of feeding them, they begin to drain you. You got to have somebody who can feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get through falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh, yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you're going to pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful. He'll always give you somebody. Oh, if he ever sent anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gates. Somebody taught me the protocol of the palace. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9. Your word right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station. Let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9, broadcasting victory. Bona. The body bona, the bona, the bona, the bona, the bona. Yellow chan can lona the bona, the bone. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag. She bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad Business of the Iron Lady Rain. Hey. Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, she come from the struggle. No, the poor man feel pocket empty like be lie, but she nah kneel. Open the door for the youth, them give them hope and chance. Build school, build road, give every pitney a dance. Them say economy dead, she say watch me now. Bring back the jobs, make the dollar run through. From Laventil to Cedros, from Tobago shore. She feeding the hungry, she open every door. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag. She bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad Business of the Iron Lady Rain. Hey. Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, champion, champion. Trinidad champion, champion. Trinidad champion, Trinidad. Them try back, she down, try shake, she foundation. But she stand like Everest, pure determination. Caring for the children, no more hungry belly cry. Books in them and future bright like blue sky. She willing fi fight, she willing fi bleed. For every Trini soul, every single need. Oil money flowing, tourism boss again. Trinidad and Tobago with the boss of the chain. No more begging no island, we lead in the pack. Kamla the general, we marching right back. She fly straight to USA, link up with Trump. Sit down like boss, no time for no stamp. Talk for the people, talk for the land. Come back with the pen, we go right all the wrong hand. Sign off the deals, make the money rain hard. Economy jump up, no more so fired. Poor man get house, children get light. She rewrite the future, make everything right. That pen in she hand like Excalibur blade. Kamla the queen, know the whole world afraid. She strong, she wise, she love we fit too. From the ghetto to the mansion, she there for me and you. One voice, one nation, one Trinidad queen. 23 seats and beyond, she live in the dream. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Superpower Caribbean, watch the whole world shake. She get the pen, she right the wrong. Now we on top, eh. Mountain Kamla, Trinidad and Tobago, we back on top again, eh. Trumping champion, Kamla, 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 Kamla. Trinidad forever.
Whatever, for whatever, we moving up, straight to the top, top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Change has finally come. We fix it TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody. The work has just begun. We build it TNT. UNC will get it done. For whatever, and back whatever. 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 Better days are coming. Better days are coming. To come, we shape it TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody. Together we are one. We grow with TNT. UNC will get it up, straight to the top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. We say UNC for everyone. UNC is love.
PNM propaganda fire upon that. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, you see that. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. Whole night we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Gnarly, from Love till Hills to Jersey streets to rise. Silent assassin with the microphone, cutting lies like a knife. WZYE 95.9, the station with the real ones tune in. Bubbleheads talking nonsense, but Wall Street drop the facts and win. Fraud of the week, they get exposed, no filter, no gloves. They are the real runner, freedom fighter pushing from above. Chatters light up, callers, boss, viewers locking strong. Uncle Tommy in the building, propaganda done, you hear the song. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, you see that. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. All night we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, them frauds attack, them bubbleheads are share. Wall Street drop knowledge like a 45, not fear. From Love until to the word, the silent wanna speak. Freedom fighter in the night, the truth where the people seek. WZYE 95.9, the frequency we control. Callers bust the line, chatters bust the pole. We ready for the war, ready for the fight. Set the record straight every single night. Is it? We originate, not imitate. The silent assassin don't talk. Now the facts are regular. Big up every Trini, every Tobagonian, every listener on the wave. Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street. Love until to Jersey we brave. Mr. Wall Street, what? Man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, yes it does. Rest it. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Yes. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy, the silent assassin, breathe. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. All night we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. And Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago.
Fire! 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 Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, listen to Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Like, share, subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube.
And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. And this is how we start the thing.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. Let me say a
Good
pleasant
evening,
word
Professor.
to the man himself, the young man, Marshall Uncle Tommy Nesbitt.
Good evening, Professor. Good evening.
Good evening, good evening.
And how are you today?
We had some rain just now, boy.
Yeah, that weather. How's that weather treating you?
Yeah, they're predicting some thunderstorms.
Some serious storm.
Yeah. Told me like some of them thing in my mouth moving, boy. This steel starting to rub up against my gum again, boy.
Wow, you gotta go see that orthodontist.
Yeah, boy. Them teeth don't look like they're moving, boy. Oh, so Tommy, you know, I was to buy a air condition.
How did that turn out?
Well, I think my wife is more mechanically inclined than I am. I'd admit.
Oh.
I have to admit that. I sit down there trying to put this thing together, Tommy. I ain't gonna lie, eh? You know, and I'm trying my best. And I didn't figure it out at all. She come in and in two twos, she had the siding, the other part in, you know, I put it in the window, I seal it and thing. And now we have I could sleep good tonight because I ain't sleep good last 2 nights. I ain't sleep good at all.
I hear you.
Understand? And so now
How do you do today?
Eh?
How was your training today?
Saturday was my day off.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I run 3 days, then I take a day off. Run 3 days, then I take a day off.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, Battles. I got a window unit. I was a guy. You know, long we have not a window unit, Tommy.
I can imagine because the house is central.
Yeah. So I went by Home Depot yesterday, and I say, because I was going to put it up yesterday, but I couldn't put it up yesterday because when the show finished now. So I buy the bullet last night and I sleep with the fan. And boy, so now I put in the air conditioner. I go be good to go tonight.
Great.
It'll be good. I have it running right now. I don't know if my wife will take it off. Because you know there's be a battle between the boss and you because you know, for them, you know, take it off. And for me, well, I gotta say for me and my wife, you know. Like as hot as it was last night, he slept like a baby. And I only
Yeah,
twisting and turning in that heat.
I can
It's
imagine how
nasty.
hot it was in that house.
I said I had enough of that. Tommy first in the chat was Uranus Mark Fan.
Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus was first. A blessed evening to Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and family. Yeah, Uranus was first, second, third. Present greetings to all members of the WZYE family. Hold you are a wonderful day today. Ramdio Baiju was next.
Yeah.
Ramdio Wait, Tommy, Ramjo just didn't make it for triple boy. I think he got triple, right? Previously, right?
True.
Yeah. Ramjo say blessings to each and everyone in live. Subscribe, like, and share. Pleasant greetings to all members of the WZYE family. Hope you all are wonderful today. Wonderful day today. Blessings. Same to you. Okay, I Volsang inside. Volsang say good evening, Washadamas and Uncle Tommy, and good evening to the chat. Good evening to you, Volsang. Kevin George, good night to all in Israel. Good night to you. Miss Santa Cruz, a pleasant welcome. Good evening, Warshik, Uncle Tommy, my friends in the village chat. Tommy, so the final release.
Yeah, Mr.
Star Sabga, right?
Yeah. You know, but I find it strange that all these so-called experts,
Did she get all right? The internet act up there. Did she get released, Tommy?
yes, she got released.
Okay.
All these so-called experts
Bennett
agree
Thomas
with
says good evening, Professor. All the so-called experts agree.
that all three parties should be released.
Based on what?
Well, they downplaying the whole recording.
Only in Trinidad and Tobago.
I say, wow,
Tommy, you think if that recording was in America here, you think them would be downplaying that recording, so?
no way. Well, not when you threaten somebody's life.
That's why, boy. Trinidad and Tobago is our lawless dump. Good evening, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tom, and all in the village. Good evening to you, Bennett. Good evening, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and all in the village. Same to you, Bennett.
Same to you, Bennett.
Mr. Intellectual, welcome. Blessed evening, Pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all having a tremendously blessed and fulfilling day, filled with the power and wisdom of God Almighty. Thank you very much. Hope you all are having a tremendously blessed day. Andrew says, good evening to Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all in the WZYE Live. I'm hoping for a positive and great show. Every time we come here, we hope for that, boy. You know, Chandra Benjamin, good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, and everyone have a blessed night. Same to you. Virginia says, Present good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. God is the most powerful blessings to all. Correct is right. Full 100. Bennett Thomas says, Good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Urena says, Raulaya called for an end to the SOE now. I called for him to refund his $80,000 pension now, too. Yeah, he should give it back. Azina Smith, welcome. Pleasant good evening, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and listeners. George Ramdeen says, Good evening to you, Professor Warshik, and Uncle Tommy. Blessings, brother. Same to you. Any other feedback there, Tommy?
I got my mic down very low. My speakers down low.
Okay.
I don't know
Anthony
what else.
Ford without the E says, Good night, Wall Street, Tommy, and all in the village. Ishwa Singh says, Blessings, Professor, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Angie says, Good evening, Walsh, Uncle Tommy, and all wonderful friends in our village. Hope you all having an awesome day. Stay blessed and looking forward to an enlightening show. Thank you. Joy C says, Hi, everyone in the village. Wishing you all a peace and safety in Jesus' name. Yeah. Amen. Amen. Judy Ali says, hey, Wall Street and Tommy. Hey, Wall Street, Tommy and the village family. Same to you. Gordon Ganga Chana, Jaijan Joseph, if you think education is expensive, by ignorance, says, good evening to this village. How went your day? Hope your night go blessed. Farmer Keen, welcome. Good evening, everyone. Gordon Ganga Chana, Jaijan Joseph says, Patty, I hope you and Moses and the one or two others who are not spinning the truth. Bato says, good evening to WZYE and all the villagers. Remember to hit the thumbs up button and share the live. Correct is right. Dr. Shyam, welcome. Good night to all in the village. Locked on as always, silently listening to the great commentary. Bato asks if I got a window unit. Yeah, I got a window unit. Andrew says we are also having bad weather here with tornadoes warning in Baltimore, Maryland. Correct is right. Yeah, same thing here. Santa Cruz says good night again, my friends. Just School says good night, Wall Street Tommy, 5615 BT, Hanif, Anjo, Sandra, Anthony, Anna, and everyone. Santa Cruz says this place so damn hot. Professor, you better change the condenser because winter soon comes. Alistair, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy.
Good night to you.
How are you all tonight?
Quite
I am
good.
fantastic.
Right. So the West Indies cricket team gave the great Gary Sobers a send off today, right?
Yeah, but it was a great victory, man. A great victory.
No, I say they give him a great send off today by winning.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe you could give them fellas a nice applause
Yeah.
on your show.
Yeah. Did you
Right?
give a round of applause? Let me give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
Let me give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
No audio.
So what I was speaking about last night, when the rich have money, they could walk free. They could do anything and walk. Right? But you remember the guy I was telling you about last night? I think it's Harry. He was standing just behind in one of those protest action in Port of Spain. He was standing behind Penny.
Yes.
Opposition leader, directly behind.
Yeah.
I didn't see she made any offer to help him because he injured now under the smoke.
Yeah.
I wonder how they feel. You see, they just use people. They just use the people and them and go advise them what is right because she's a lawyer, right? And she knows that the due process must take place. They know that, and all what they're making noise is only noise because the Minister of Homeland Security cannot act on his own. He's being advised by the goodly Attorney General John Jeremy, and others. And all those things, according to the state of emergency, and any of them knows that too. The PDOs and all these things, prevented detention order is in the Constitution, right? So when somebody is given trouble, that's what they do, they lock them up. That's why I call it preventive orders, right? Yeah. So many of them know, they just playing a game, or they're hoping to rile up the people and them so they can do certain things, And they were locked on and listening.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you take care.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Thanks, people. You know, as they say that, I want to read something. Let me see how I put this. I want to read something. Uh, here we go. It talks about having different set of rules, right, Tommy?
Yep.
Having one set of rules or outcomes for wealthy people and a different, harsher set for poor people is commonly described as having a two-tier justice system or two-tiered justice. It reflects systematic inequality and a lack of equal protection under the law. Key concepts of unequal justice, two-tier system, is set up where wealthy individuals can afford better legal defense, bail, or fines, while poorer individuals face severe penalties for pretrial detention. Well-based discrimination, treating people differently in courts simply because of how much money they have. Formal versus substantive inequality. Having laws that look fair on paper, formal, let me repeat that. Having laws that look fair on paper, formal, but produce unequal real world results because of economic gaps, substantive, substantive. You see? Two tier, two tier, mm-hmm. Two tier. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Tommy.
Yep. You could have as much justice as you could buy.
Yeah. At least we know that. Are we getting justice on time or justice in time?
Just us.
Yeah, we're getting just us. Winston McKenzie, Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, viewers, speakers, blessed night from Bishop McKenzie, locked on Wall Street. So nice of you. Love your wife. Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, man. I mean, she had to help me out. Just school say like they don't know plenty more visas will be revoked, plenty more to come. Tommy's interested in how intelligent people could listen to that tape, Tommy, and come to the conclusion. Susie Charles, welcome. Good night, Professor Walsh, Uncle Tommy, everything village. And they could come to the conclusion, Tommy, that ain't nothing wrong. They ain't do nothing wrong. They ain't say nothing wrong. You understand? It really wasn't a threat. It's just Auntie and them sitting down there and just talking to me. But let me play this for you. They talk about Auntie's experience. Let me play this. Let me play this one here. Hold on. This is very instructive. I want you all to listen to this, folks. Listen carefully, right? Because I cannot understand. Well, I can't say I cannot understand. I understand. You know, we understand now that there's two different types of justice in Trinidad and Tobago. We gotta listen to this.
An opinion by Paolo Kernahan. To everyone saying they're connecting with Auntie's frustrations with this government and not her racist statements, answer me this. In that phone conversation, did you hear either of them express concerns about crime, the broken economy, the lack of forex, high food prices, the unemployment rate, etc.? No. The principal topic of discussion was the perceived victimization of the Syrian community and the refusal of the AG to help them with their U.S. visa problems. So explain to me.
And Tommy, that is a very, very, very significant analysis by Paulo Cunahan.
Of course.
You understand? Them ain't talk nothing about crime. They ain't talk nothing about the economy. They ain't talk nothing about high food prices. You know why, Tommy?
You talk about Forex.
Not Forex. You know why?
Because these things don't bother them.
Correct is right. Right? That's not up their alley. That is not up their alley. However, the visa is up their alley. Right? And the refusal of the AG to help them with their visa, that's up their alley. So I don't understand how the black supporters of the PNM resonate with Antino. I don't understand that. But then again, maybe I do understand because most of them, Auntie and them, are supporters of the PNM.
Yep.
Right? And Tommy, mind you, is one side of the family go support the PNM and the next side of the family go support the UNC. So for them, the end result, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and that's how they just set it up.
Yep.
That's how they just set it up. Yeah, but this gentleman is absolutely correct. Right? I don't know how people resonating with anti-experience and when we come back from the breaker, I have another video to play for you all. And I want to find out if that is true or not. Patricia Weed, welcome. Patricia Weed, look it up on the screen there. This is something that applies to you and your party members. All you resonate with Auntie. All you feel for Auntie. All you feel for a 69-year-old woman. Yeah? Why that is I've seen the tension for so long. Nothing about the racist comments, you know. Right? Nothing about the ranting and raving and misbehaving. Yeah? Oh, Auntie was behind closed doors. You understand? Why? It is sad. It is sad. Santa Cruz, welcome.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out here. Wall Street, that was very, very interesting article by Paulo Kernahan.
Yeah,
right?
Thanks to you for giving it to me.
No problem, because when I saw it, I said, no, you have to talk about this tonight, right? And he's right. They did not talk about the shortage of this and the water, not even water, the high crime situation, nothing. But what they like her for, and they should make her the political leader of the PNM, is how she was cussing up Kamala. That is what they like her for, and the threats against her, and all the senior counsels and them, all the forensic experts and them, right? They are not seeing that threat. They are not seeing, even though the Express, that was the Express headline, right? They are not seeing it. They're still not seeing it. But I understand that Stargirl is under house arrest.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Let's cuss now. Let's cuss more now. And the thing is, as he rightly said, it was only about the visas, nothing about land grabbing, nothing. And the amount of thing they get. But you know who I give a standing ovation to, and I wish I would give her that hand is the Prime Minister. When she put them in their place, and she did not put words in her mouth concerning, and she repeated everything that they said. She didn't hold back at all, and she repeated it, and she called them a bigot, and she's right. And what she also said, I am advised that multiple foreign intelligence and investigative agencies are involved, and that new persons, financial institutes, and businesses have been identified in the expanding investigation, and it is going to take a little while. So she let them know. I mean, Wall Street, you think that you threaten a prime minister of a country and our trading partners and them wouldn't get involved in it?
Correct.
I am absolutely sure. Everybody, even CARICOM, who they say, who PNM, they said don't like her. I sure they are appalled by that voice recording. I'm absolutely sure. And she's right. And I admire her for the stand that she does. She put them in the place because she spoke to the Express. Although they say that no, but she not give an interview and whatever. She spoke to the Express. She did not mince words, and she let them know exactly how she felt and what it is going on. So all who feel that this was about land, let them think again. And I want to know why.
You gotta go for the break.
Okay, all right. I'll call back. All right, okay, no problem.
Yeah. Folks, we gotta go for the break, and here's a round of applause for And of course, folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington and you. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have this video you definitely want to see. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide. Divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE. We originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is WZYE.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Bury them now. Political cemetery. Hear the people growl. Them dead. Bury them deep in the ground. Political cemetery. No resurrection sound. Too many lies. Too many broken promise. Rich getting richer. Poor left with nothing amis. East-west corridor suffering over 50 years long. Still voting PNM like them under heavy spell strong. Not for the people, not for the people, not for the family, not for the family, not for the youth, not for we future. Tragedy. Them take the vote, then vanish with the power. East, west still rotting after 50 years sour. Pothole roads, schools falling apart. Hospitals crowded while big shots live smart. Promise sweet during campaign season. After election, pure betrayal and treason. Them stay for all, but only serve them crew. We stunting daily, them living large true. And them dead, bury them deep in the ground. Political cemetery, no resurrection sound. Too many lies, too many broken promise. Rich getting richer, poor left with nothing honest. East-west corridor suffering over 50 years long. Still voting PNM like them under heavy spell strong. Not for the people, not for the people, not for the family, not for the family, not for the youth, not for we future. Tragedy. Mommy working double daddy stress overload. Children with no hope, just pain on the road. No jobs, no chance, no real opportunity. Just gunshots ringing and political hypocrisy. Them bill for the elite. We get the scraps and dust corridor crying out, but them ears full of rust. Time to wake up, break the cycle clean. Vote them out, end the suffering scene. How many more lies you go swallow down? How many broken promises before you turn around? We and them done finish, dead and gone. Bury them deep, sing the funeral song. We and them dead. Bury them deep in the ground. Political cemetery. Seal them in, no sound. Too many lies, too many frauds. East, west suffering, we don't take it hard. Not for the people, not for the family, not for the future. PNM mystery. PNM dead. East, west still bleeding. Time to change instead.
You want to take Jesus and shove it up your ass?
Asking, who leak it? Who talking? Who listening? Somebody asking, who opposing? Who defending? Who quaking? Somebody asking.
Somebody get them all bullets in the head. Our time is over. What? We are supporters of PNM. We had too much under them. Oh God, where's Georgia? Where all these people open their blasted mouth and talk?
I can't applaud a private line finding itself in public time. Who breached the trust? We need to know, because tomorrow whose call will show. But once the curtain open wide, the words themselves can never hide. Now the nation listening close to every sentence that was spoke. One name call out from the line. Where is Stuart? I wonder why. Auntie, your mouth to stink. Now poor Stuart have to sing. Auntie, you went too far. Why you disrespect the Prime Minister? Auntie, you went too far. Bullet to head, not we ministers. Auntie, you went too far. That kind of language is for the bad. You go make everybody lose their visa. Auntie, you went too far. Just go make me switch me water. Hey. Calling people by their race can never put this country in a better place. Mixed up trend, baby, one family tree. Respect is how it always should be. Debate the issues, that's alright. But don't let hatred steal the light. The office deserves respect as well, no matter who the voters tell. Auntie, you went too far. Why you disrespect the Prime Minister? Auntie, you went too far. Bullet to head, not we ministers. Auntie, you went too far. That kind of language is for the bad. Auntie, you went too far. You go make everybody lose their visa. Yeah, Auntie, you went too far. Yeah, go make me and switch me water.
You want to take Jesus and shove it up your ass?
Hold on, cool your temper, cool the tone.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Oh, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan. But where that plan was when Rolly was the man? Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Scotland,
I don't care for he.
Regis,
I don't care for she. I don't care for them.
Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Kareem,
I don't care for he.
Hans,
I don't care for he.
The opposition,
I don't care for them.
you all left the country in a mess and expected to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional.
I don't care for she.
Calm.
I don't care for he.
Darling.
I don't care for she.
Stuarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
And of course, we are back with you. 1 hour in the books, 2 hours to go. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheed, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And as soon as you join us, share the live. We thank you.
Share the live. Yeah. So let's hear from the Prime Minister with regarding to that alleged threat. Take a listen.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissassa says she never knew Star Sabga or Genevieve Hadid before their names surfaced in connection with an audio recording containing racist and threatening remarks allegedly directed to her. Responding to questions from the Express, the Prime Minister said she was disturbed by references in the recording describing...
Well, wait now. Let me stop that day. Wait now. I told you, say, the Prime Minister... They need to talk to the press and they couldn't get in contact with her and all kind of things to me. I thought so. I thought so.
Responding to questions from the Express, the Prime Minister said she was disturbed by references in the recording describing her as a stinking coolie and suggesting she should receive a bullet to the head. Persad-Bissassa said, quote, "I didn't even know these two bigoted persons existed. I also assumed that East Indians supportive of their party, the PNM, are not coolies. Only UNC supporting East Indians are stinking coolies," end quote. Persad-Bissassa said the comments were not only offensive, but would also have wider repercussions, saying, quote, "Most unfortunately, these racist and nasty comments will follow other members of the Syrian Lebanese community who had absolutely nothing to do with it," end quote. The comments follow the circulation of an audio recording over the weekend purportedly featuring businesswoman Star Sabga and her niece Genevieve Hadid. In the recording, Sabga allegedly criticizes the Prime Minister over the revocation of United States visas for several Trinidad and Tobago nationals and makes a series of inflammatory remarks, including references to violence against members of Parliament. The recording has not been independently authenticated by TV6. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister says the investigation has now extended beyond Trinidad and Tobago. She revealed that multiple foreign intelligence and investigative agencies are now involved alongside local authorities. She told the Express, quote, "I am advised that multiple foreign intelligence and investigative agencies are involved and that new persons, financial institutions, and businesses have been identified in the expanding investigation. These investigations have increased in complexity and will take some time," end quote. The Prime Minister also said she had not been provided with specific details on the ongoing investigations, but confirmed they have widened beyond their original scope. You can read more on this story in tomorrow's Express by Anna Ramdas. Urvashi Tumori Rupnarayan, TV6 News.
Tommy, I know for a fact. No, let me just say I know for a fact. I want to believe, Tommy.
You want to believe
that they are quaking in their boots and going to be very, very careful of their business dealing going forward. Whereas for the past 10 years, they don't have anything to worry about. Right? Because on the tape, she told you that, them supported the PNM. So they was good. They were good. Yeah? And she wanted to know, how come Stuart Young ain't opening mouth? Where's Stuart Young? She told me how all of a sudden Stuart Young quiet. Folks, I want to ask a question. Has Stuart Young made any videos since that audio came out on his Facebook page? Asking because I don't know. I'm just asking because inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. But Tommy, I have an editorial, and I think I'm going to play the editorial in the third hour.
you're going to have to play that editorial.
Huh?
About Tutu?
Yeah, you read Tutu. You think I should play it now?
Yeah, you need to do it as early as possible.
All right, let me do the list. Folks, this took some time.
Take off the red.
This took some time because you see this fella? This fella think that he is so sophisticated and so intelligent, Tommy. So that, you know what I mean? When he write, all you are coming on next 10 minutes and all kind of thing. Now we get totally exposed. Totally exposed. We know now that he's a PNM propagandist. A propagandist of the PNM. Yeah. Patricia Weed, you and Gordon Ganga, Chana, Jaijan Joseph. I bet you, Tommy, when them PNM propagandists and them, let me say hello to Patricia Weed, Gordon Ganga, Chana, Jaijan Joseph, the Leaning Tower, Peter Ulrich, Steve D, the Waffler, PNM Red Fox and them. Whenever them read anything from the propagandists and them, Tommy, them just take it at face value. Them don't check nothing, Nothing, When they send, when Gordon Ganga Chana, Jaijan Joseph read his stuff from Shambles, oh good! You me? Boy just been his glee. Look, Shambles this and Shambles that. All you have to start to do some critical thinking. Don't just take it, all you continue with this spaghetti terrier throwing stuff on the wall and see what will stick. But folks, listen to this editorial. Like, this one, boy, this one take a little bit. It took a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. It took a little bit. But Pierce Robinson, his tutu get exposed. The red wearing tutu. Yeah? I think he's the brightest bulb in the box. Take a listen.
Balize Tutu Pierce, The Tariff Facts Expose You, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. Pierce Robinson has a habit. He finds a headline, strips out every fact that complicates his politics, and serves the country the remainder as though it were the whole truth. His latest Facebook missive, Trump imposes tariffs on Kamala and says her government has failed to enforce protection, is the purest example yet. Robinson wants you to read the word tariff, attach it to Kamala Persad Bissessar and stop thinking. But the public record of the Section 301 forced labor determination tells a story he conveniently left out. Trinidad and Tobago was one of only 5 economies on earth, out of 60, whose tariff was actually negotiated down.
Hear that? Hear that?
Let me
repeat that for you. One of 5 out of 60. 1 of 5 out of 60. Did you all hear that from the Red Tutu wearing Pierce Robinson? No, you have no interest in giving all that information. But it's a good thing we have WZYE TV. Because we go bring all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Correct is right. Let me go back. All the listener, listen carefully. Listen carefully. And if all you want, go to his Facebook page and all you go see it. Go to it. Because all I just do is take them fellas' information, double check it, fact check it to make sure they're telling you the truth. Because when you're a PNM propagandist, you just leave out information conveniently. I like that. I like how they just do that. Patty, I like that too bad, you know. I love it. I love it. Listen, all listen.
Attach it to Kamala Persad Bissessar and stop thinking. But the public record of the Section 301 forced labor determination tells a story he conveniently left out. Trinidad and Tobago was one of only 5 economies on earth, out of 60, whose tariff was actually negotiated down, from a proposed 12.5% to a final 10%. That is not failure. That is one of the better outcomes in the entire hemisphere. Robinson leaned on the Reuters' failure to enforce angle and said nothing about the reduction. So let us be plain about what he is. He is not a commentator. He is a PNM propagandist in a red Balize tutu. And here are 10 reasons why Pierce Robinson needs to take it off and speak truth to power instead. 1. He left out the single most important fact in the whole story. The public record of this determination states it in black and white. 5 economies: Honduras, India, Sri Lanka, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jordan.
And I want all the PNM people, all the PNM, the miseducated PNM people. Yeah, all you are talking about all you Google it and see. Go and fact check Professor Wall Street. Go and fact check it. Or maybe, I don't even know how to fact check, boy. I feel so. Yeah. Go and see. Go and see. You writing an article big and bad. He's Pierce Robinson. And you can't bring the truth. So just imagine, folks, if he is lying in these small things, which post on his Facebook page you could believe? Hey, Tommy?
It's true.
If a little thing like this he's lying on, leaving it out conveniently, 5 economies: Honduras, India, Sri Lanka, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jordan. Out of 60, only 5 of them was reduced from 12.5% to 10%.
To 10%.
If you read that guide piece, you will say to yourself, "Way boy, look at that, look at Trinidad and Tobago." Yeah? But we bring you guys the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we don't deal with spaghetti theory. Throw stuff up on the wall and see what will stick. That is the PNM propagandists that deal with that. Let's continue.
Saw their final tariff rate reduced from the proposed 12.5% down to 10% following negotiations with the Trump administration. Trinidad and Tobago is on that short list of winners. Robinson wrote an entire post pretending the reduction never happened. On a subject this consequential, an omission that large is not an oversight, it is a choice. 2. He reframed a negotiated win as a humiliating failure. Robinson's headline screams that Kamala's government failed to enforce protections, but the published rate schedule shows Trinidad and Tobago moving from a 15% IE EPA rate to a proposed 12.5%.
You hear that, Tommy? It went from 15 to 12.5 to a final 12, to a final 10.
10.
But you know, 10, yeah, to a final 10. The 2 wearing P.S. Robinson. He couldn't see that. You see? The glasses he had on, it's not the real glasses he had on when he wrote this piece. It was a red sunglasses he had on. You understand? And we will expose you as the propagandist. So all the other piece you're writing, you better double check it now. Double check it, triple check it. Yeah? And put facts, not fiction or FAX. We have you, boy. We have you. We have you. And if you're going to be upset, we go put you in a red tie too, right? With a scarf. Yeah, a scarf. In the summer. In the summer.
Arrow. The same downward arrow reserved for the 5 countries that successfully negotiated. Being one of 5 out of 60 to secure a reduction is the opposite of failure. Robinson inverted the story because the truth did not suit the tutu. He cherry-picked the one angle that wounds Kamala. Notice the sleight of hand. Robinson leans on the Reuters framing about failure to enforce while saying nothing about the detailed determination that shows the reduction was earned through negotiation. He amplifies the line that sounds bad for Kamala and stays silent on the record that proves the government performed well. A truth teller gives you both. A propagandist gives you only the half that hurts his opponent. 4. He treats a global 60-country action as a personal Kamala scandal. This Section 301 forced labor determination hits 60 trading partners at once and covers 99.4% of U.S. imports.
You hear that?
Yep.
60 trading partners. 60.
At once.
But if you read this piece, it's like, boy, Trinidad doing real bad, boy. Look at this. Yep.
It is a sweeping American trade policy, not a punishment aimed at Trinidad and Tobago specifically. Rob strips away that entire context so he can pin a worldwide tariff regime on one woman's name in his headline. That is dishonest by design. 5. He never mentions that most countries did worse than us. Look at the published rate schedule. Australia, Chile, Colombia, Egypt, Israel, Guyana, Nigeria, South Africa, Vietnam, Thailand.
So when you see all those countries, it goes down us. All these countries. And all of them, Tommy, all of them, look at the population of those countries. Look at the population compared to us.
Yep.
Look at it. Look at it. Look.
Dozens of nations landed at 12.5%. Trinidad and Tobago landed at 10%. We outperformed the majority of the 60. A commentator interested in the truth would tell citizens their country fared better than most. Robinson tells them the opposite because his loyalty is to the Balize, not to the facts. 6. He credits Washington's accusation and dismisses Port of Spain's achievement. Robinson eagerly amplifies the U.S. claim that Trinidad and Tobago failed to enforce its forced labor prohibition, but says nothing about the fact that Trinidad and Tobago was credited with imposing forced labor import prohibition, which is precisely why the rate was cut to 10%. He believes the accusation and ignores the compliance. That is not analysis, that is prosecution. 7. He mistakes who pays the tariff to score a cheap point. Robinson's own post concedes the duty is generally payable by the American importer. Yet his framing invites readers to feel that Kamla personally brought a penalty down on their heads. He blurs the economics to sharpen the politics. A responsible commentator explains how tariffs actually work. A propagandist leaves the confusion in place because the confusion helps his side. 8. His outrage is switched on and off by party color. Ask yourself the honest question. Had the PNM government negotiated Trinidad and Tobago into the top 5 out of 60 countries, would Robinson have called it failure? He would have thrown a parade? The exact same outcome becomes a scandal only because Kamla's name is attached? His standard is not principle. It is partisanship with a costume on. 9. His problem above all is the size of his own ego. Pierce Robinson genuinely believes he is the brightest bulb in the box. Picture the box, 12 bulbs, 11 rated at 50 watts, and Pierce convinced he alone is the 1,000 watt. It is that conviction that he is too clever to be questioned and too brilliant to be wrong that lets him look at a negotiated victory and see only what his vanity needs to see. A man who thinks that highly of himself never checks his own work because in his mind it was flawless the moment he wrote it. That is exactly how a 1,000 watt ego produces 50 watt commentary. 10. He counts on you not checking the public record. Robinson's entire method depends on the assumption that his followers will read his angry summary and never look up the actual determination. But the record is publicly available, and it refutes him line by line. A man who bets that the public won't verify his claim is not informing anyone. He is gambling on their trust. Check the record. His story falls apart instantly. In conclusion, he has forfeited the benefit of the doubt on everything else. When a writer is caught burying the decisive fact in a single post, every other post he has written against the Kamla-led UNC government must be read in that light. If he shaded the tariff story this badly, what has he shaded before? This is why his anti-government output should be taken with a generous pinch of red Balizé salt. Once the tutu is exposed, you cannot unsee it in everything he writes. So here is the challenge, plainly stated. The truth was there for the taking, that Trinidad and Tobago was one of only 5 nations out of 60 to negotiate its tariff down from 12.5% to 10%, a result most of the world did not achieve. And Robinson chose to leave it out so he could brand a negotiated success as a national embarrassment. That is the conduct of a party operative, not a commentator. Speaking truth to power means telling citizens the good with the bad, whichever government is in office. It means citing the whole source, not the convenient sentence. It means letting the facts land where they fall, even when they land in Kamla Persad-Bissessa's favor. But Robinson cannot do that because Robinson is convinced Robinson is never wrong. This is a man who believes he is the only 1,000 watt bulb in a box of 1150 watt bulbs, and who, if the rumors of his self-regard are to be believed, is quite sure that when he sits on the toilet, he produces perfume and flowers. When a man's opinion of himself is that inflated, no fact can reach him because he has already decided that whatever he thinks must be the truth. That is why he could look at a genuine national achievement and see only failure. His vanity got there before the evidence did. Take off the red Balizé tutu, Pierce. Climb down off the 1,000 watt pedestal. Come clean about the tariff you left out. And until you can tell the whole truth, perfume, flowers, ego and all, the whole country is entitled to read everything you write with a heavy pinch of red Balizé salt. Pierce continues to do the bidding of the PNM, and in the words of PNM Chairman Marvelous Marvin Gonzalez.
Folks, there you have it. Tommy, I gotta be honest with you. I believe that you have a right to your opinion to criticize a government. You have a right. You have a right to your opinion. But you don't have a right to your distorted facts. You don't have that right. And anytime you could distort facts to that point to prove your point, cancel Christmas for you. You can't believe anything that person writes. Anything. So he could write 45 sentences. Right? He could write whatever he wants. Anytime he writes a piece, it's because it's gonna be anti-UNC, anti-Kamala Prasad Besessa. And that one piece. You have another one, And the next editorial before that one. And that one piece shows you the kind of propagandist that this fella talks about. Yeah, he talk about it, and it's not, I didn't make this up.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Y'all can't make this up. You cannot make this up.
This PNM till a dead thing can't work because I will dead.
Tommy boy, I know I know if they already did it, because I look at the Facebook page. He had to go and make a rebuttal now, because he get caught with his tutu wrong by his ankles. He get caught with the tutu wrong by his ankles, Tommy. Oh God, them fellas are there, boy. Oh God. Look, Tommy. Look. Look, the next one come. Steve D. Steve, I have a question for you. Anyway, I'll ask you the question after this post. So, Preston, welcome.
Good afternoon, Professor.
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy, that I had to call the angels and saints and all the martyrs, and even Mother Teresa. Because look, Steve, as I call, look, Steve, what I just met. Stevie, them. Then Warwick, how you going, man? The leader to our pizza, man? Not you, is the leader to our Malaysia, man?
You know, long I see him, boy. I know from a minute. I know. How are you going, boy?
Yeah, and God, Gaija Gagatara, man. And Patricia, the weed. I hear you. Yeah, everything you like salt, girl. Yeah. And the waffle, and you know, the red fox, boy. If all you who just come and try to interrupt the way of life for Jesus trying to prosper in the land of the living. Or look at that, say how Malaysia house is constructed, or them two buildings. And you know what look at that say? Answer this question, Professor. They're trying to change the narrative for the local election.
I know.
But just imagine, all this is just 10 years after the last 10 years. Rowley, like either get fit, just stitch it up. Like the honey goat, we had his tongue stiff instead. He could not even talk to the people. He rough it up, Shafa, and Kojo in a public meeting. But the nice thing about it, Uncle Tommy.
Yes.
And you are custom in Trinidad a long time when it was going up. and you're walking down the road, you used to see some mango tree hanging over a wall and thing.
Yes.
And Professor up on the hill.
No.
When you coming down the hill.
Now we used to
You never
have
see.
mango hanging over no fence.
You see? No, Uncle Tommy, I know what I'm talking about. But you know, when they pick water, they're gone, right? The next day when they pass with their friend on them and they say, hey, look, I get mango there.
Yeah.
And here we gone. By the time you pick the mango first, the next right mango. Is that what they say? Never look at TV, the mango. And they sell on the next store them behind and they laugh and going on the road. They look and see that happening in Trinidad now. Then Rowley gives your tongue the leadership, not by elected, but by selection.
Yeah.
Then they give Penny the leadership because to quell the membership, just keep them quiet. No, Penny said quiet as she fighted that the citizen is not being treated according to the Constitution. Stuart say that how people being abused, and this is a lawless state, that they do not abide by the Constitution. The two of them, Penny and Stuart Young talking to Stuart Young, name calling a video, a clip I hear over their program. Next thing you know, up comes Keith Rowley. Done the SOE. But the SOE have an expiry date. I want to know it. That's like how he know the 31st of September is coming. Right? He will do things on the 31st. October coming, Keith, it will up. You don't know what. But this nice thing about it, Professor, in Trinidad, you know, you have a lot of franchise here in the America, right?
Yep.
All them big food outlets, I think, right? And when you take the franchise, there's watch a little YouTube thing and see when you take a franchise, you just have to pay them a certain amount for the month, right?
Correct.
And you sell and you make your money and you send their money for them every month on time. Yep. If you sell $1, they care, you invest your money. And in the key time, they didn't hear that people had to line up for $50 to come to America. $50 to come to America for 2 weeks. Yeah? And just imagine now, them same people who keep, they never hear the franchise holders, the people who own the company, the brand, say they get the money on time. But then, now you're hearing, since the Southern Caribbean, they wanted peace. I'll give you a little hint here now. I check it. Since Mr. Trump come down in the Southern, when Mark Rubio come down, and tell Stuart Young that condolences or good luck, right? Since that, and they put radar, you see why the PNM didn't want the radar in Tobago? You see why it is they wanted to identify boats in the Southern Caribbean. So no business gets no professor. But the nice thing about it, people, right, like to make mischief and defend the wickedness. Then I see Faris now. I want to remind him that when he was going behind Anand Ramlogan and Gerard Ramdeen, he had blank envelope and how he wanted to pervert the course of justice for his way. No, justice is being served the right way. You see how they have a problem? I will say good night to Patricia Weed and all that PNM. And here what's going on. Property tax, we don't want that. And here what's going on. We want a better life. So we stay with the government. Hail to Ms. Kamala Prasad Visesa, SC, and long live the UNC. Have a nice night.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Tommy. So, yeah, right? Let me go to the chat. Oh, let me see if I have any voice. For me to vex for you, vex. Here we go, voice note here.
That Swiss Family Robinson guy is a liar like Marsha Walker. She posted a similar video saying I increased tariffs on TNT when I took it down to 10%.
Good. Yep.
Good night again, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out here. So the Prime Minister put Rowley in his place. She gave him statistics, better statistics than he ever had. 400 murders down in 15 months. 400 murders. And he coming to tell her who to fire. But she reminded him that he's a Facebook troll, just like people he's accused people of. But I want to tell him, between 2010 and 2015, Susan Mills wrote an article in the Newsday that Rowley wanted to run the partnership government from the opposition benches. Well, here, he wants to run it now from either the Red Culture and Copacabana. The man is totally irrelevant, like an empty dustbin banging on the pavement. Nobody wants to hear from him because he was a failure. He didn't know how to handle anything in this country. Hines was a failure. Stuart Young was a failure. And oh God, you asked Marvin Gonzalez. But you coming to tell her who to fire? He didn't fire Forrest with the witness tampering. He didn't fire Lymore with the perjury in the Miami court. He never fired Darrell Smith with the Wabby Grabby. And Camille with she handbag money, and we could go on and on. Never fire them. But you coming to tell Mrs. Prasad Sir, you are nobody now. Nobody. Who she must fire? This is not 2010 to 2015. Go and drink your rum and get out your face. Yep. Thanks a lot, Wall Street.
Thanks. Tommy, yeah. I want Steve to go to Bronstein. Trump administration imposes tariff under Section 301 investigation into forced labor imports. And I'm going to read it for you. Key takeaways. Rate reduction for ministerial proposal. 5 economies saw their final tariff rate reduced to 10% compared to the proposed rate of 12.5% following negotiation with Trump administration. The 5 countries are Honduras, India, Sri Lanka, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jordan. And they also give you a chart on the other countries, right? There's a chart here with the other countries, yeah, that how they reduce their rate, right? And it's right in here. It's in here for him. So go and check it out now. Check it out and you're going to see. Check it out, Steve. Check it out. Yeah? Let me get back to the chat.
Yep.
Propagandist. Professor, you think it's one of the PNM propagandists who leaked that voice note to distract us from Balizio scandal? Where's the receipt? As you say that thing. Yeah, let me play this. Yeah, thank you very much, Samantha. So you want to know where the receipt? You absolutely want to know where the receipt? Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna play it. Only upset, boy. Only upset. Can't take. What did I say about the kitchen? What did I say about the kitchen, Tommy? What did I say?
What, the kitchen?
Yeah, the fire in the kitchen. What did I say?
You can't take your heat come out the kitchen.
Yeah, correct is right. Take a listen to this.
We are not going to be disclosing our public finances. We have never disclosed our public finances.
Everybody talking, everybody want to know how the money reach so high, how the project grow. The courts say bring the records, let the people know. If the books are balanced, let the paper show. If the answer's simple, let the whole world know. Who financed that building in town? What went wrong? Who looking like the clown? Why were If everything clean, why the frown? Why the court asking questions now? Who financed that building in town? The people want answers now. They talking donations, supporters and friends, fundraisers held from beginning to end. But people still wondering, hoping to see how every dollar add up honestly. The nation watching every single move. Now the paperwork have a point to prove. Who financed that building in town? What went wrong? Who looking like the clown? Why work stop in town? If everything clean, then show it around. Answer the questions without a frown. Who financed that building in town? Let transparency wear the crown. No judgment, no accusation, just questions waiting on explanation. The people deserve. The truth will always tell its own story. Jail, 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 jail. Jail, 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 jail. Jail, 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 jail. Jail, jail, jail.
When you try to tell us that policy house, the financing for policy house has been through Tulum, sugarcake, and cars, it's kind of hard to believe that.
Who financed that building, Patty? And Gordon Ganga Chana, Dryden Joseph. Who financed the building? Inquiring minds want to know, Tommy.
Sugar cake sale.
Very simple. Inquiring minds. Huh?
I said sugar cake sale.
And Tulum. Tamarind ball and Tulum. Sugar cake, tamarind ball and Tulum. But you know what they like? Tell me how they like my sugar cake and tamarind ball and Tulum, you know where you good. I remember when I used to go to Trinidad, I used to go down by the market on George Street, the old market. I used to go by that old market, boy, and that lady there, I used to buy all she Tulum, all she tamarind ball, and all she sugar cake. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Well, when they buy out all them things, they should have a house like Bali there too. Good night, Mr. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, all the callers, sexless viewers, everybody on the live. Happy to see everybody on next Tuesday. What NTW come out with our next big hit day?
Yeah.
So, this is a problem where I have with the PNM Sicko fans, like Reed and Steve and Fox. I want to have a joke to tell you about Fox too, but I will tell you this now. Yeah, none of them are talking about the harsh condition in prison with the fellow people who they say they're fighting for, who they're fighting for, the black people.
Them fighting.
In that, living in them conditions. Living.
Them fighting for no black people, them fighting for the 1%.
But that is what I'm now going to say, because they mention, they say they live in the 1%, say they live in condition in prison, terrible, not for human beings, but not one of them in saying, oh, PNM could have them living in that for 10 years, because that didn't happen 1 year with UNC, that is many years ago.
But Mr. Florida, as you just said that day, sometimes I just think the way how them have them strongholds, it's like them people living in prison too in there. Them people living in prison.
You can say that too. Them living in prison, because let me tell you something. Every time that something against this government, they're standing up for it and not knowing that they're not standing up for themselves.
But listen, in some parts of Lavantil, don't they still have outhouse? I don't know. Some parts of Lavantil, in the UNC previously, I was to get rid of some of them outhouse they have up in Lavantil. Somebody go remind me.
Somebody go remind them. Well, yeah, that is the thing, Mr. Hansen. They had the people still living in outhouse.
Yeah.
They can't living in Lavantil, they can't even take a deed to even say you could go to get a loan to try and help your family. You can't do nothing. And they're not fighting for that, you know, for upliftment and trying to be better. You know. Miss Ansem, for the longest time, you know them people in Lavantil and East West Corridor living like that. Everything has changed. Nothing has changed. It's the same way they're living.
But as you say that, Mr. Florida, I want them the 1% know them people up there living. I want them.
But if they give them a better life, Miss Ansem, then they go work better jobs. They go want more money in the jobs. So when the 1% of them have them now, and as the lady say, is the African people are going to employ and give them next to nothing. They can't even take the money to even go on a vacation. You understand? When they get the PTOs and thing and they get the vacation time, they'll spend the vacation home. Because even going to Bigo is a luxury now through the PNM.
So Florida, you speak to that Myra, say, Florida, your basement trapping this song, walk out.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, Patricia Reed never travel in the state of Florida, don't have no basement.
You don't know. When you don't know, you don't know.
And you know, she laughing at that and thinking like funny. But even if I was living in a basement, it's better than the people who are still living in the East West Corridor. You see them house on them? I don't live in Filton, and I don't live in PC water. Always remember that. But Mr. Ansem, you see, these are things we're not fighting for. And let me tell you what is the most important thing. Yeah? I believe that those PNM sycophants, they hate themselves.
They do what?
They hate themselves.
Yeah, they do. I agree with that. You know? I raised that thought, Dr. Claude Anderson said, I raised that thought to hate itself and love others will become its own oppressor. Them oppressing their own self. The PNM don't oppress them no more, you know. The PNM just give them, it's like the one I go play with the monkey and the bananas going up. Once they spray one monkey, no other monkey ain't going back up for them bananas and them because they're pulling all the rest of them back down. A race that is taught to hate itself and love others will become its own oppressor. Dr. Claude Anderson said that. I didn't make that up.
And exactly. And before I leave, let me tell Patricia Reed something. Patricia Reed, every day when I home and I off, or if I don't work in the evening, you on every hour, every time. So you ain't paying no taxes. You're unemployed. You may be looking for your grandmother pension. And you come in here and giving people talk.
Yeah.
You don't even have a life. You don't even go to PNM meeting because when PNM have meeting, you still texting on the chat.
She just go PNM meeting. She just take PTSD. She just take PTSD boss and go to meeting. Yeah.
Hey, what's that? Let me tell you something, Mr. Hansen, man.
Yeah.
You see, them PNM sycophants like Patricia Reed, they're evil and wicked in the heart. That is why they love Rowley.
Yeah.
All right, look on this.
Patricia Reed, I don't know if you ever saw this video, but before we go for the break, look at the video here, Patricia Reed. Look at here. I will play it for you. All it doesn't moment to play this, but it's true. Look at here.
After you're done watching this, you will start to question your entire life. So this bizarre experiment exposed something very wild about human behavior. Scientists put 5 monkeys in a room. In the middle of the room, a ladder. And at the top of the ladder, bananas. Every time one of the monkeys tried climbing the ladder to grab the bananas, the scientists sprayed all of them with freezing cold water. So naturally, after a while, the monkeys learned. Touch the ladder, everybody suffers. So they stopped trying. But then the scientists did something really weird. They removed one monkey and replaced it with a brand new one. Now, obviously, the new monkey sees bananas and thinks, jackpot! So it runs for the ladder. But before it can even reach the bananas, the other monkeys start to pull it back down. Eventually, the new monkey learns, don't touch the ladder, even though it never got sprayed with cold water. Then they replaced another monkey until eventually none of the original monkeys were left, meaning none of the monkeys in that room had ever actually experienced the punishment And yet, none of them would touch the ladder. Why? Because that's just how things were done. Sound familiar? Because a lot of people are living by rules right now that they never question. Limits that they have accepted, not because they're true, but because nobody ever asked why. Where are you staying limited right now and never stop to question?
And that's exactly what the PNM have done to its supporters. I could talk about that. That is exactly what the PNM have done to the supporters. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we have another video for you. And I'm going to ask the question whether this is true or whether this is fact or whether this is fiction. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warshid, and you. Our two in the books. We'll be right back with our number 3. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Oh, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't care for he. For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan. But where that plan was when Rowley was the man. Marvin, I don't care for he. Scotland, I don't care for he. Regis, I don't care for she. I don't care for them. Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin, I don't care for he. Kareem, I don't care for he. Hans, I don't care for he. The opposition, I don't care for them. You all left the country in a mess and expected to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional. I don't care for she. Calm. I don't care for he. Dolly. I don't care for she. Stewarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Y'all can't make this up. You cannot make this up.
This PNM tell a dead thing can't work because I will dead.
We are back with you in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. So, folks, we want Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good night again. I just want to tell Patricia read something. I do not hear the people from the East-West corridor now. All I want the people from the East-West corridor to do is to uplift themselves and get better. Let me explain something to you, Ms. Patricia Reed. You don't notice as time goes on, jobs harder to get and harder to get because you have to be more and more educated. Because technology is something that cannot be stopped. And if you don't know the fundamentals of technology or even the basics of technology, how would you be able to compete in this market? Look, we live across here in America. We had to compete with the others, if you understand what I'm saying. And we had to work twice as hard to be able to be in that bracket to get employed, Miss Lady. So all I want from the East-West corridor is to uplift myself and look for a better life. There's more to life than CPAP and working to $75 a day. There's more to life than just going in the rum shop and drinking rum. There's more to life in London and just being in Trinidad. In order for you to learn how the world works, you have to travel. Even if you see the Caribbean countries and see the difference those people in society making to uplift the country. And instead of sitting here every day, every night, and trying to complain about a government who get the opportunity after 10 years to fix this country, but everything is only negativity. And that is something that we do not want again, because we're going in the future and we have to start to be thinking independently, critically, and with a little bit of common sense. Look on this thing.
Thanks for the call. Patricia Reed says, Wall Street is the poster man for selfish. Patricia, please.
Stay off the weed.
Yes, Patricia, do yourself a favor. Really. Folks, well, the Attorney General have put something to rest. No phone is stopped without following the provisions of the law. Take a listen to this. Right? All the excuses that they're making, all the excuses they were making, take a listen.
Meanwhile, Attorney General John Jeremy, responding to questions about the opposition's criticism of the government's alleged abuse of interception powers, rejected the accusation. Jeremy told the Express, quote, "No phone in TNT is tapped without strictly following the provisions of the law. Please remember that given modern technology, it is possible for external actors to also conduct interceptions," end quote.
Hear that? Hear that? Let me play that again for you all, because, some people might be leaving the room or going some other place or going to the outhouse, something. But take a listen.
Meanwhile, Attorney General John Jeremy, responding to questions about the opposition's criticism of the government's alleged abuse of interception powers, rejected the accusation. Jeremy told the Express, quote, "No phone in TNT is tapped without strictly following the provisions of the law. Please remember that given modern technology, it is possible for external actors to also conduct interceptions. And
Hear that? Hear that? Told you. Talk now. Talk now. Talk. Let me go to the chat here. Okay. Marbella,
Like, even Wall Street, even with Tommy.
Yeah.
So you see, it's the same thing I was saying where the only questionable thing was how the audio leak ended up in the public domain because somebody would have had to record it, right?
Yeah.
And the only way you could do that is you had to get a warrant. You understand? You had to get a court order. Somebody had to sign off on it. But let me throw something in the basket here. Just like the agency there. You remember it have a Southcom communications boat in the waters of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I wonder if people realize that boat have the ability to track all phone calls within the Caribbean.
Yeah, correct.
And when I mean all phone calls. Them can monitor everybody's phone. You understand? So here's what's happening. We don't know where them have on who. Them could listen to everybody and nobody realize they're listening to you. People don't know how dangerous these little devices we hold in we hand called smartphone is. And everybody want they want to turn we house into what? Oh gosh, what do they call it? I forget the term now. Smart houses, like where everything in
everything is coupled with something, do something. Yeah.
Yeah, the interconnection of things. That's what they're calling it. Where your fridge could listen to you, your TV could listen to you. Your TV could be watching you right now and sending a video to somebody and you know. That's that. Give me your phone, you could rest of your phone somewhere, your phone, the camera, somebody could turn on the camera and watch you while you're talking and videotape you. People don't understand how dangerous these devices are. Correct. How dangerous the technology that is presently available in the world today. And the people who are access to it. Understand? And we still want to live with the PNM mentality in 1900 in Trinidad, and they want to wake up to what's really going on in the world.
Correct.
Let me go with that for the time being.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you, Marabella. Tommy, read that on the screen there for me, please, if you could.
It is amazing. A black man living in New Jersey for 60 years using a monkey.
Stop, Tommy. Tommy, I living in Jersey for 60 years?
Totally untrue.
I living in Jersey for 60 years? You see, when I tell all you, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Here comes Steve. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Telling, look right there. A black man who has been living in New Jersey for 60 years. 60 years. And just goes to show you, Tommy, they don't understand an experiment when they use animals to do an experiment. They absolutely don't understand. You see? Maybe they should have used a rat instead. Or a kobo. Oh God, if they use a kobo, worse yet. Oh, you're calling me kobo. All you need to think critically. Think critically. Your first sentence, living in New Jersey for 60 years. So Tommy, I left home when I was 18 years of age. And I'm living in New Jersey for 60 years, so I'm 78 then.
It looks so.
And where did he come from? Where did he get the information that I lived here for 60 years? You see, Tommy, just like T.S. Robinson, Just like P.S. Robinson, they use this spaghetti theory and they throw it up on the wall and they see what will stick. And nothing sticks. Steve, again, you're absolutely 100% incorrect. 100% wrong. And when you start right, Mr. Intellectual, hold 1 minute. When you start lying and putting up misleading information, once the toothpaste is out of the tube, Steve, hey, Tommy?
Yep.
Once the toothpaste is out of the tube,
Can't put it back in.
Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
This evening, Uncle T,
Yes,
and all that. Somewhere came across a piece of information. I don't really remember exactly where, but I remember you were saying something about Young saying that he had nothing to do with no interception or communication or
Yeah,
something.
314 wiretap.
Well, that 314 wiretap, right, is between that 2025.
2020, I think. I could put it up again for you. I could play it again.
All right, well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
From 2018 to 2025, under the PNM, there has been over 2 million intercepts. You understand?
Yeah.
There is some of the information that's hanging around outside it. And 200 or 300 and something. No? It's 2 million and something. It's a FOI, Freedom of Information thing that came out from the courts that put out the information. You can check it out and see.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, check it out and see. These criminals and them will come to talk about invading people, constitutional rights and all that kind of thing. They didn't know that when they was in power. There's over 2 million that they, I don't know. I just feel like if I being watched too.
Yep.
Yeah, my phone that be doing some kind of magic. I just want to know what is really going on sometime. Anyhow, I just wanted to share the information this evening, gentlemen. Have a blessed evening.
So, folks, to me, I listen to this and I don't know how true this is. I don't know if it's fact. I don't know if it's fiction. But I listen to this. And I call a person to find out. Marabella, welcome.
Yeah, Wall Street.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, Louis, I forget. You remember it had a piece of equipment, the Pegasus equipment.
Yeah.
Was installed in the I think it was the Prime Minister's residence.
Yes.
I can't remember if it's under Manning or if it's under whoever was before. Right? But during COVID, if anybody remember, during COVID, the Israelis who had installed the piece of equipment came to upgrade the equipment during COVID. Let me forget that. And that piece of equipment could get into anybody phone or device and listen to any conversation they wanted. So let me forget that.
Thank you.
And as I just reminding you.
Yeah, man.
Let people remember where he is and who doing what.
Okay. Thanks a lot, man. Reality says, so PNM do it and the UNC do it there. What I'd say, they both trash like garbage cans in the lavas, not in front of your house. Reality, boy? Boy? I know what to tell you now. So, folks, I don't know if this is true. I called to confirm it, and I couldn't confirm it. But, I mean, it's information out there. Take a listen to this.
Listen carefully. She said that although she spent sleepless nights at the Woodbrook police station special branch officers took her back to her home during the day, where she was allowed to shower, change her clothes, and eat under police supervision. Hadid, 42, also stated that she was left in shock when her attorneys informed her that her maternal aunt, Star Saga, 69 years old, had also been detained. Now, did we hear that or did we miss it? Let me read it again. After speaking about the conditions in the prison, she said that, quote, although she spent sleepless nights at the Woodbrook police station, special branch officers took her back home during the day, where she was allowed to shower, change her clothes, and eat under police supervision. To the thousands of people who have been subject to those kinds of conditions, as terrible as the prison system is, and this wasn't even the worst of it because this was in a police station, not the Port of Spain prison remand. How many prisoners or detainees are allowed, not just allowed, are taken home by the police back to the comfort of their home to bathe, to change their clothes, and to eat, and then go back to the cell, have a sleepless night, and then in the day, again, be allowed to go back home, bathe, change, and eat, and then go back to the cell, again, spend another sleepless night, and then during the day, go back home under police supervision, bathe, shower, change your clothes, and eat. And I doubt all of that would have been done in half an hour. And to me, that is a much, 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 much bigger privilege than getting to look at the World Cup or spending time in the administration building at the prison. You getting to go home and eat your own home-cooked food, to shower in your own bathroom at home, change your clothes. I don't know, maybe get some rest, lie down on your bed for a bit. Who knows? That part wasn't mentioned, but the bathing, having a shower, changing clothes, having a meal, that was mentioned. And that is, to me, much, by far more special treatment or privileged treatment than what Mr. Hadid received in being allowed to look at the World Cup, based on the reports. So, having said that, I say again, no human being should be subject to prison conditions that smell like a toilet, that literally are a toilet, a hole in the ground, with cockroaches running all over. No furniture, no bedding, nothing to lie down on, no pillow. No one should be put in those kinds of conditions. But to arrest people, ensure that they don't go through that, But in the meanwhile, we have a justice system that puts thousands of other citizens through that. Then that is pure unacceptable injustice.
Tommy, you see? I don't know if that is true or not. I don't know if that is true or not, Tommy. But you see, Tommy, when I talk about this small man, you understand?
Yep.
You can understand now what I say when I talk about this small man. And there's two systems. You either get,
One for the rich and one for the
justice
poor.
or justice. One for the rich and one for the poor. You understand? And I am saying that is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And if that did happen, that is unacceptable. But Tommy, remember that was to let send a prison man on leave, right? Because of what happened in the prison. Yeah? Mr. Ruka,
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall, Uncle Tom. Professor, let me tell you something. And Uncle Tom, let me tell you something. That people proclaim it to be Trini, and show something they with all what's going on. I talking with a real Trini. Most of these fellas is white jacket, black jacket, and they only when like the popularity thing, which I think they will come out to pretend, and the African black people is suffering under the PNM slavery thing is going on, and them that pretend they ain't know, and they go talk about the got me loud, and they just mix up the talk now. It's a fashion show going on, it's a fashion show, and they jump on the wagon with them fellas, Me say, because you have to understand, the African society have a lot of educated people. But what I am saying is this: how could you be educated, and when it's time to talk the truth, I mean, you hush your mouth, and when it's partisan and thing, you jump out. So we have to get right. So I can't really believe them kind of fellas, because it's that thing where I hear you say concerning, and a lot of things going on with the Muslim and the other. I want to talk about them, but they just come across artificial. While we saying if it's truth, it might be justice as we saying, but they're not addressing the plight and the poverty and the pressure of the PNMites, African, we're suffering. And you see that people we trying to fight them, you cannot fight them until you understand who you're dealing with. They are rich and they are very powerful. So any African community, why she do this and why she do that, they are making a fool of themselves. These people are very rich in this country and very powerful. I don't want no African who came go in the back. Look, since the other day you're showing about Meloni. Meloni, this backyard, become whatever. Nobody not addressing these PNM. They're not addressing these areas. They're not addressing what is important to the African. One little thing with Saga and think these people are wealthy and rich, and you know why they're getting them to follow them? They feel like the way out to spite the UNC or the Cameroon. And the law, they is doing the right thing. You are doing something wrong in the country, they are addressing it. All of a sudden, Rowley, you notice Rowley jump out?
Yeah.
The super king,
yeah.
Oreo 1%. You notice he jump out, it hurted him. He can't sit back there and see.
But wait up, hold up, I just said that. Look. Let me put this up on the screen. Look. This is what they used to say. Look it on the screen there. Look it on the screen. Yeah? They used to call him a black senior. Look it on the screen there. Look, that's what they used to call him.
You understand?
Yeah.
And for you know the kind of words they use, Professor? My end. You go back, die my end.
Yeah.
You understand? So don't come and fool yourself. So when Abdullah and them talking, you can't be one-sided with the black man. If you're a man for the black people, the black people in Mova and Lavanti, and them, they're suffering. They suffer under the PNM with Rowley for the 10 years. And how much? They come now, Kamala trying to help them. And they right now, they're crying like if the world going to end. But they're not talking about the separation of the Africans. So don't come in African thing with me about why they didn't come out of jail. You know, so all the ghost gang and all the things were going on. You know how long people getting good treatment in jail because of who they know in the prison. Not just that Sabga alone. Good treatment going on in jail long time. I know about that long time. For African and all, Indian, or according to who you know and thing. You're coming out, you're going back in, you're bathing, you're eating the KFC, and all about when they done the government. So don't highlight that. And while you're highlighting, if you're for black people, you're for black people, right too. Don't be one-sided for black people. And if you're a Muslim, all of a sudden, I am Muslim talking about because they talk to the Israelites, boycott the thing there. Boycott the UNC. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Muslim, you know. But you see that kind of foolishness? That in here in Trinidad, you know. All who want to go and fight for Iran, go. Or they take all the plane ticket and all they go and fight in Iran, man. No, if they ain't come back, they ain't come back. We in business. Have a good night, fellas.
I talk about this small man. And listen to this one, Listen to this one. Listen to this.
Where are the lawyers? Nizam Mohammed's emotional plea over PDO detainees. Former House Speaker and attorney Nizam Mohammed made an emotional appeal to Trinidad and Tobago's legal fraternity. Forget the money and defend those who cannot defend themselves. With hundreds of citizens reportedly being held under preventive detention orders during the state of emergency, Mohammed questioned why more attorneys have not united to challenge the continued detention of people who may lack the financial resources to seek legal redress. Where are the lawyers in Trinidad and Tobago? He asked, calling for attorneys to form a consortium and represent detainees from struggling communities with the same urgency and visibility afforded to those with wealth and influence. His appeal raises a difficult national question. Should access to constitutional protection depend on whether someone can afford a powerful legal team? The Haids secured extensive representation and were eventually released after their PDOs were revoked. But Mohammed says they were only 2 among hundreds detained under the same emergency powers. Whether those detainees are innocent or suspected of serious wrongdoing, every citizen remains entitled to the protections provided by the Constitution and the law. Do you agree that attorneys should volunteer their services to review these detentions? Where are legal aid and the organizations responsible for defending civil liberties? And should every person detained under a PDO be given immediate access to independent legal representation?
See? Brilliant question he asking. What about the small man? What about the small man?
Yep. Where are the attorneys?
Can the small man get detained, Tommy, and go up? You know, put him in I would think that, Tommy, you had to get transport in a police vehicle. And carry them up Lavantilla, man, so the man can take a little shower. You know what I mean? Eat a little peas and rice, some callaloo, you know, a piece of organic chicken. You understand? What about it? Financial Guru, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Good night, everybody at WZYE. Professor Wall Street, I just wanted to clarify or to what you were asking earlier. If that is fact that Genevieve Hadid was able to go home, she was able to go home when she was initially at the police station. She was allowed to do that because I think I listened about 2 weeks ago. Brian Bigg, who's works in the office of the Attorney General's office, or I think either the DPP's office, was able to explain the differentiation. And that was because while it's not often allowed, and I agree, it does seem to be disproportionate, benefiting people who have the means and 1%. There are times he had explained that these things are allowed with discretion. Because again, what I was saying last night, I know you were telling me I was all over the place. I was agreeing with you. I'm just, listen, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
You cannot be half in jail.
I understand. So what I'm saying is, Professor Wall Street, you're arguing with the wrong person. I'm saying to you.
But no, you're saying like if that is acceptable.
I am saying what Brian Big, you asked me, you said on your show, you're arguing with the wrong person. I'm saying to you, Brian Big, who is an attorney, constitutional attorney, and who worked in the office of the DPP, indicated this on his show, that while it is unusual, and I am in agreement with you, because you told me I was all over the place last night, and I'm saying exactly what Nizam Mohammed is saying, that under the Constitution, when you have a PDO, it is different from arrest. It is a preventative detention order. And he was saying, Professor Wall Street and everyone, that in some circumstances, even Mr. Ruka just pointed out, people are given, the police gives discretion, it has discretion to allow people to go home.
Okay, listen to me.
Unpaid. Go ahead.
I would like to know. I would like to know.
Sir. Yes,
which
Professor.
Other people was allowed discretion to go home after they were detained.
It is Professor Wall Street. He didn't. I'm just saying. You asked if this is something. I'm saying it. Obviously, it is not enough. Obviously, it may affect people who have the means and ability to, based on their social status, will be able to get that sort of permission. But what I'm just saying is, and I agree with you, and I agree with what Nizam Mohammed was saying, that unfortunately, just like here in other places, you are given privileges that disproportionately affect people who have the means and the stature. Here in the United States, you have the same problem, where representation is sometimes, they say the law is a donkey's behind, because you could be as guilty as sin. And if you have the right money and you have the right stature, there's a higher probability that you can get passes, and this is what is happening in Trinidad. So how do we fix that? Obviously, that is a constitutional issue or an amendment that has to look at that. So while the small man who unfortunately is mostly people of our hue or color, Black people, right? To some people, to some extent, Indos people, they don't get the opportunity to have the type of representation. So I am agreeing with you. It is unfair. I agree with what Brother Mohammed was saying. It is unfair. We have to find a way to at least allow the same privileges afforded to Mr. Hadid and his wife and his Sabta to other people. That's all I'm saying, Professor Wall Street. And I will just say this before I go. It is very sad that Senator, and I called her, what was you said, the bobblehead of the day last night? Yeah. She is a bobblehead. She is a bobblehead because people are picking up for this lady and other people who are representative of our hue do not understand that the PNM does not care, has not cared for people of our hue especially. And that's sad when a person could allow and pick up for someone, and I have nothing against Ms. to say that she is Mrs. Prasad Bissessa. It could be Mrs. Prasad Bissessa. It could have been Jolene John using that word. In my family, if I never say that word, I never say that word, never, because my parents never allowed it. My mother never allowed it. Here in the United States, anytime those people use that, I don't care who it is, they use the N or the C word, and it's mostly N. I cringe because if people know the history behind that, if people understand using the C word, what that represents, and what the N word represent, they would understand they should never have that in their mouth. And that's sad what Ms. Sanal Singh was saying yesterday, that she was frustrated. If anybody tell me that, I would tell them, look, you should not have a Trinidad passport. Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, everyone, have a good night, sir. Bye-bye.
Same to you.
sing super. Listen to her again today. I mean, she's new today again too, you know. Like you're going to she, but actually go to listen to this.
As the work was going on, there was a call for the implementation of the recommendations of the
Marabella, welcome.
Yeah, Uncle Tommy?
Yeah.
Yes. So, this guy, Nizam, right?
Yeah.
You know, we have a old saying, lead by example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he should pick up the first 10 cases or the first 50 cases of people who detained and getting unfair treatment. You think that, and if all the lawyers, if he lead by example, maybe the rest of the lawyers would follow him.
I know, a bad idea. A bad idea.
But you see, it ain't going to happen because you were living in Trinidad at that time. You know, we used to call lawyers solicitors. And my father used to call them the $20 lawyers around the corner. I used to be in San Fernando. Anytime you want a lawyer, you go around the corner from the court. I used to find all of them, and all of a sudden, all of them is multimillionaires. Right? Why? You know, you have something called what is legal aid? Legal aid.
Yeah, in this country.
Yeah, right. So all you have, if you don't have, I don't know, it could, I don't know how your system is set up, but I've heard that if you don't have legal representation, one could be provided for you.
If you can't afford it, if you can't afford it, you know, the court can appoint legal representation.
All right. So I'm not sure how your system works, right? But I recently had cause to looking into that. And you know, if your name on a deed or a piece of land, or if you have $5,000 in the bank, right? You cannot get legal aid in Trinidad. You're not entitled to get any legal aid.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You understand? So then, what is the sense of having a whole system designed around having legal aid to help the poor? Because you hearing with the price to get a lawyer these days. So just talk to one of them. Is anything between $500 or $1,000? And I just to talk to them, you know, to bring your case to them. And if they take the case, you're talking about $10,000 and up. You understand? Where the average person going to get that? Where the small man, as you say, going to get that? You understand? So some are more equal than some. And that continues to be a problem in Trinidad.
Thank you.
All right.
So folks, listen to Sagram Singh Supral on the 1990 coup attempt. Right? At least she exposed the PNM failure. At least she did that. Take a listen to her.
As the work was going on, there was a call for the implementation of the recommendations of the Commission of Inquiry. The PNM haven't been in power for most of the time in the last 36 years. And as a member of the party, what, if anything, can you say? Firstly, the delay in having the Commission of Inquiry, because he was making that call long before.
Yeah.
And now, secondly, for the implementation, which part of it falls under the PNM.
And this is certainly not an excuse for me, but it would have been one of those pieces that I would have.
For me, anytime you say this is not an excuse for me, right after you give an excuse.
Right?
Oh God.
Yeah.
And now, secondly, for the implementation, which part of it falls under the PNM.
And this is certainly not an excuse for me, but it would have been one of those pieces that I would have not been intimately involved in, unfortunately. And certainly as an attorney at law, I would not want to speak out of turn. And also, even as a parliamentarian, I would have not been privy to those sittings. It would have even predated my entry into frontline politics. And certainly for the fear of speaking speaking out of turn, I would not be in a position to be able to address the nation as it relates to the status of the inquiry. But what I can say is, of course, if we were the sitting government and recommendations were made, we have, you see, a part of responsible leadership or good leadership is taking responsibility. So I can't sit here as a former member of the government and not of the PNM government and not recognize that if recommendations were made and we did not take the steps then to implement, I can't not recognize that. But there is a new administration now, and I think the time for blame game is over. I think our population
10 years and they don't do nothing about it. For 1 year, you want
is sick and tired and fed up of that same political rhetoric. Well, the PNM didn't do it and they was there for so long. You know, Mr. Mohammed said, or I think it was Mr. Dukaran said, in a democracy, we fight our battles with a ballot, not a bullet. And on the 28th of April, Trinidad and Tobago fought their battles with a ballot. So they are now calling upon that administration that now occupies this house to take responsibility. And taking responsibility is not blaming the PNM. People of this country gave you a mandate. You know, Dr. Rowley always said, when you are called to lead, God damn it, just lead. And I think that's what our nation is waiting for. So while we were in government, yes, I do recognize if the inquiry was not laid, if we have our blame to carry. But there's now a current administration who has been given the mandate by the people of Trinidad and Tobago, by citizens like Mr. Wendell Eversley, to do better. And I think all we can expect as citizens of this country is that they will do better, because that's what they promised us, not so?
Boy, I tell you, PNM boy, think it's easy?
Gospel.
They're not easy, Tommy. They're good enough.
They have a gospel.
Yeah, Tommy.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
And we were sometimes just wonder, boy, 10 years, you in power. A person in power 1 year, and you want them to do in 1 year what you couldn't do in 10.
You couldn't do in 10.
And there are many things that they're doing in 1 that you couldn't do in 10. But you want them to do everything that you couldn't do in 10 in 1 year. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Good evening again, gentlemen.
Same to you.
That thing that Brother Mohammed was talking about, Stephanie's program a couple of weeks ago, brought that out, and it was a big debate, right? I guess that's where the money man got his information from, because I think Brian Big was on the program also. The problem is, and nobody wants to admit, that once you have money in Trinidad, I ain't know about nowhere else, right? But in Trinidad, and you had that kind of money, down to the dog and all those bow down to you. You understand? So all the foolishness that everybody trying to justify and all them kind of thing. You go tell me three judges, right? Sit down and listen to these people and them pontificate, right? and didn't hear the minister talk and then give a judgment. You understand? And then you send them in the house to lie down and sleep like normal. When a poor black man had to suffer inside it, right? And smell the cockroach and the piss smell that they have inside the jail. And you want to tell me that right? You understand? And these lawyers and how they go to come out and say that, oh, let justice take place. What justice them talking about? Money talks. It's like Pablo Escobar. You understand? He had his own jail. And he could eat what he want, sleep when he want, do what he want, whenever he want. So what I'm trying to prove to me, or what they're trying to say to the population, then feel I get a lash on my head and I get dotish all of a sudden. That's what they're telling me, you know. The little operation that I have, the medication have me dotish. You understand? I'm not thinking right. If you know how I upset now that they did not want to bring up these kind of little kind of dotishness. And this woman's Instagram thing. Anyhow, bro. Let's see.
Hello? Good night again, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. Wall Street, you was hearing it? If you listen carefully, you would hear the goalpost shifting. She take a whole bucket of words to express a spoonful of thought, and yet still said nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was meaningless, especially hush your mouth. You understand? Especially hush your mouth. You were 9.728 years, and you come to say, no, let this government do it. Let the government start governing. Maybe if Rowley was on the golf course so often and the red couch, he would be able to govern the country properly and see what was needed in this country. But you come to give advice? Hear the man. Especially just because you know what? She opened her mouth and she removed all doubt. Have a good night, Wall Street.
Folks, put your closing comments in the chat, send your closing voice note. Tell me why they say mouth open till we jump out. But before we go, folks, let me play this one for you all. Let me play this one. Take a listen.
Political disagreement must never become political violence. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, has confirmed that the investigation into an alleged plot to assassinate her and senior members of her government has expanded across multiple jurisdictions, with foreign intelligence and investigative agencies reportedly involved. New individuals, businesses, and financial institutions have also been identified as the investigation widens. These are extremely serious allegations, and the investigation must be allowed to follow the evidence, wherever it leads. Every person is entitled to due process, but any credible threat against the life of an elected leader must be condemned without hesitation. Across the Caribbean, we may disagree strongly with our leaders. We may criticize their policies, challenge their decisions, and remove them through the ballot box, but threatening, plotting, or encouraging violence against anyone is completely unacceptable. Democracy is fought with ideas, policies, and votes, not bullets, bloodshed, or assassination. Whether you support Kamla Persad-Bissessar or oppose her politically, this must never be treated as a joke, celebrated or dismissed because of party loyalty. Today, it may be a leader you dislike. Tomorrow, political violence could threaten the entire society. Let the investigators uncover the truth. Let justice be guided by evidence. And let the Caribbean speak with one voice. No to political violence. No to assassination. No to terrorism.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Correct is right.
No to terrorism.
Yeah. You know what? Again, our justice system is not justice, it's just us. And when you're a small man, cancel Christmas for you. You understand? Because I don't know where in the world you have a system where you could be in jail, Tommy, at night. But I like a hotel.
Boy, you know they have to build. You know they have to build. They have to build a third story in prison and make it like a hotel. So when them rich people come in, they can stay there.
Yeah, you
A penthouse.
going in the hotel in the night. Right? Only day come, you're going up in the penthouse.
I can't get to watch World Cup. Oh God.
One more World Cup, man.
I can't eat the cake because I know Iceland. You know, it's really sad thing when I'm looking at these past political people who was with the PNM. I don't know with $5,000 designer glasses and speaking like the 10 years failure is nothing to them. Because they bank up people and anytime you see them talking, they're always in designer suit, designer shoes, designer glasses. And they're speaking like the past 10 years with this country. There's nothing to them. Oh, let UNC fix it because that's what the people vote for.
Yeah,
you know? No remorse in their voice or nothing. They casual when they're speaking about the past 10 years.
Mr. Fryer, all them dilapidated buildings in the PNM stronghold on them that they leave to run down for the last 10 years, the UNC found out, or they're supposed to fix that right away. Or they're supposed to fix that yesterday.
And the way how they're speaking casual after 10 years of destroying this country and people's lives. And they're normal, you know. She laughing and talking like normal, you know. And that is the starting where I want PNM people to see they do not care about all your. But I don't know why PNM people cannot see that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But they go wake up, man. They go wake up. They have 4 more years to wake up. They go wake up.
And before I leave, you know what's the sad thing? Everything that is being said in this country against the UNC. And all the UNC trying to do is to build back the economy to start back programs, you know.
Yep.
And they know it have no money, you know. The citizens in this country know PNM leave no money, you know. But the demand is very high. Still, why? We trying to get investment with certain things is a problem. You're going to do this is a problem. Everything's a problem. So how people get money?
Yep.
And the normal. All of them right now they may be up in the what do you just call it, the Ivory Towers.
Yeah.
Drinking and yeah. All right, everybody be safe and you'll see it. Yeah.
Folks, let me give you all my thoughts and comments. Anyway, now they go live up in the penthouse. Penthouse. Right. You ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
John Wooden says, flexibility is the key to stability. Again, flexibility is the key to stability. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if you're looking at the mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. Brave the storm. And we will fight together again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see each other on Thursday. Till then, good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Jealous people around you. You see them as family or friends. They see you as competition. You show them love. They give you hate in return. You prayed for their win. They pray for your downfall. They watch you all the time, not to support you, but to see you fail. Instead of grinding, they gossip. Instead of working, they whisper. They mock your goals and copy your moves. They try to throw dirt on your name because they can't reach your level. But here's the truth. Lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. They'll pretend not to see your growth, but they're watching every step. Jealousy doesn't come from strangers. It usually comes from those who secretly wished you stayed below them. Ignore the noise. You don't owe explanations. You don't need to defend your wins. Keep working. Keep shining. And never dim your light to make someone else comfortable. Their hate is their problem, not yours.
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to wrap up. Stick and stay. In the village, Uncle Tommy and Professor Walsh.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE Civic Duty. Share alive, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also, 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as soon as you join us, don't forget to share the live. We thank you.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Let me see if I get closing comments here. I don't know what procedure we mean by this now. All of them are professional. They make their money in or out of work. Where about that? Okay, folks, here are the closing comments. Bato says, reality, the freeness done, get with the program. Smooth says, good night, stay blessed, keep the fire burning to change TNT for the better, villagers. Monty Steve said, reality always. Yeah, good night. You did literally vote for the UNC well. If indeed so, wait, what could I say to you? You should have instead do like me, don't vote, stay away. That's what I actually did. Hey, Monty Steele, why you ain't vote why? Hey, Monty Steele, why? Hey. Semantics, why don't yeah, don't pray for that. Under the PNM, this country be heading for Haiti status. Or you'll be looking for another country to live. Correct is right. Santa Cruz says fake friends is more dangerous than an open enemy. Lenora Kamabach, have a good night, everyone, until. Anthony Ford says, good night, everyone. Semantic says, blessings. Eugenia Pandit says, Professor Walsh Damas, may God continue to guide and protect my astute Prime Minister and a brilliant team. Also, all the WZYE family and by extension, all the good people in TNT. Thank you, Eugenia. Indra Singh says, bye folks, have a safe, restful night till Thursday night. Angie says, good and restful night to Walsh, Uncle Tommy, and faithful friends and villagers. Stay blessed until Thursday evening again. Anthony Ford says, Good night, everyone, till Thursday. God bless. Be safe out there, my friend. Yeah. Come in here. Andrew says, have a blessed and peaceful night. Thank you. As Smooth says, not acceptable. If you didn't vote, you lose the right to complain about anything. So, yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good evening. I want to tell Patricia Reed, Patricia Reed told the chat that I work in 2 jobs and I can't afford $500 glasses. Patricia Reed, let me tell you, the things in my house, you could dream about it at night to have it.
You wasting your time with that.
No, she like to condemn people like we in America.
Why you getting she oxygen? Don't get she no oxygen.
We in America here, we struggling now. We don't have nothing. That's what the narrative they like to push. And that's what every time she does be saying that. All right, guys, everybody, good night.
Good night. Yeah. Folks, we are out of here. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone. We see you on WZYE time, WZYE channel, same time, same channel, Thursday, right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. We are out. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9, the world right in the airwaves, shining bright and